with guitars ablaze and the metal heavy bass. And the last apprentice show has just begun.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the West Texas Super Late Model Live, the heartbeat of the West Texas Dirt Racing. This is where horsepower meets hometown pride. Each episode we break down the latest action, talk with the drivers who leave it all on the track, and dive deep into the stories that make dirt racing one of the most electric sports on earth. Buckle up, crank up the volume, and get ready, because West Texas Super Late Model Live starts now. Tonight we have a special guest. He doesn't really race for West Texas, but he has a very special guest tonight. We have Boston Philpott. Boston, how's it going, man?
It's going really good.
That is fantastic. And then my co-host here tonight, we have Mr. Cooper Ruiz.
Hello, guys.
A fan favorite with the West Texas Super Late Model Series. Okay, so tonight we have a couple questions for you, Mr. Boston.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So starting off, what got you into dirt racing and who helped you start your dirt racing career?
I've always liked racing since I was young. You know, my papa was always got me into racing, and I've always had such a dream as a kid, you know, seeing the cars go around the racetrack and just imagining in my head if that was me. So, you know, a couple of years down the road, I got into go-karts, and I took around the track. It was really fun. So I saw them super late models, got more into racing and more knew about them. So, like, I kind of like got into racing, and then and then just like I got 2 years later down the road. It's just my papa like got on their friends, and he raced a super stock, but then he also had a super late model. So I kind of just talked to him, so and so, and then I got a suit, got a helmet, got gloves, and then next thing you know, buying the wheel of a super late model. And to this day, I'm doing pretty good. Really just haven't got a win yet. I've been hoping to get a win and been quicker every race. Just gotta get faster every race and really hope to find out different lines, because we go to the same tracks every year, kinda. Hoping to go to the Gateway in 2026, so I can actually test out and see how the car handles on tracks like that. But yeah, that's kind of how I got into racing, and this is where I am now.
Alrighty, man. So how has the 2025 season treated you so far in your road racing career?
You know, it's always been ups and downs. You know, we would have one really good night, and we go to the next night and have some motor issues. So it's been really ups and downs. You know, it's just always kind of been wanting to win. I mean, that's everyone's dream or plan to when you go up there, but never been in victory lane or never been on top of anything. Just kind of, I'm trying to ease my way, try to just play it easy. But yeah, I blew the motor up here in May racing for Lucas Oil, and just, man, Circle City up there in Indianapolis, and then went to the North-South and with Lucas Oil again this year, and didn't do so good. I had a stacked heat race with Davenport and Pierce and all that. Joyner and Thornton, and really couldn't get around them because I came off a 3. I got in the grease and I slid up about, nipped Pierce's quarter panel and spun him, but probably deserved it, bulldozer. But really just had ups and downs, but just hoping to get a win by next year at least.
Yeah. What about your West Texas Super Late Model career? Because we know that you haven't made a lot of races with us, but we still want to get a little bit of a detail on what's been going on with all that and how your season's been going with them.
Yeah. For West Texas, I've been pretty quick. You know, I just raced at Eagle and I finished second. That was pretty good, really fast track. I probably had to win there, but you know, I've had a fast car since I started. You know, I would always have motor issues towards the end of the race. I would have to can't race towards A main, always B main, but hoping to. Guess we're going to Gateway. Got invited, so hoping we do good. Racing with a team, so hoping we do good. We're gonna have a badass wrap. So
yeah. Alrighty, well, what's your biggest strength behind the wheel of dirt racing? And this is mainly a part of your road racing. What's your biggest strength behind the wheel?
My biggest strength, I don't know how to put that, but I would really kind of just say how yeah, I don't really know. I would really just say my biggest strength is kind of just concentrating. I don't know if that's like a little strength, but yeah, saying that probably my only one because I don't really kind of I know what you mean, but at the same time I don't. Sorry about that, but I would really say just concentrating and not like really focusing on how am I getting past because in Roblox, you just Roblox, you get nervous, and real racing, you can get nervous, but I really wouldn't get nervous because then that could lead to bad stuff. But in Roblox, I feel free, honestly. I mean, nothing's good bad's gonna happen. But yeah, you can get nervous in Roblox, but not really in real life. I mean, you can, but that'll just lead to bad stuff for me, at least.
Yeah. Um, what's one thing that the fans don't see that happens behind the scenes?
They really don't see how I be partying, going to parties a lot.
That
Really, they
seems
don't really
like,
see that. They don't know how I act.
yeah, that seems like something that a lot of the race car drivers do, especially in road racing.
Yeah.
They always have to go and party after the races at their shops. So, especially after the
Yeah.
Gateway Dirt Nationals, there's no other feeling after that.
Yeah.
Who's been your toughest competitor this year?
I'm about to say Tegan Ivy. He's always been out of a quick car and pretty been out front in front of me every time. It's just, and I've been in front of him a couple of times, but he's always had me at certain tracks. So I don't know what that one guy's name is. The driver at the 32. He's pretty quick too. Beat me at Eagle and beat me at the Route 66 or whatever. Pretty quick car, and I've always had bad luck towards different tracks, but Eagle was probably my best run I've had for West Texas in a while. So yeah.
Yes, sir. Um, so now we're gonna shift more towards the race and track side of our questions here. Um,
Mhm.
how does the Castrol Gateway or Kubota now? How does the Kubota Gateway Dirt Nationals compare to any other track that you have raced on at any schedule, with the West Texas Super Late Model Series?
Well, it's pretty different, kind of. I mean, I've raced there, and the track was fast, but honestly, it's kind of different to be invited. I really didn't think I was going to get invited, but compare it, just it's like a really short but wide track. Eagle was like high banking. This track's doesn't have the banking, so really it's anyone's race, honestly. If you get a good line, you run that for the prelims, and you
Hey,
know
Cooper,
what you're
check your
doing, then
DMs or your text. Sorry, Boston. I
you
didn't mean
really
to.
just
I
want
didn't
to
mean to
have
interrupt you.
very good. It's just I would compare it to be like this is a really cool track to race at, and how the banking is, and pretty much it's anyone's race. You just gotta find a good line and run that line the whole time. If you ace the line, then you'll ace the race.
Yeah. Um, talk to us about one of your biggest racing moments. It could be with Lucas Oil or West Texas. About
Mm.
your biggest moment. Could be a pass, a restart, a wreck, anything. What do you think your greatest moment would have been with either one of the series?
Um, Greatest moment, and I'm gonna say both of them because I do have really good greatest moments for both. Lucas Oil and um, me and Cole were battling for fourth, and I thought they only took top four, so this other car came up behind us, so we were kind of just three wide battling three, and I kind of passed everyone on the top with two to go, and just finished third. And West Texas was um Eagle Raceway, and at 32 I passed him, and then I stayed to the lead for a little bit and got passed again, but then still got second.
All right. What about your favorite West Texas memory or biggest memory?
My biggest or favorite is probably seeing Tegan like win a lot, and also just racing with everyone. Probably my best thing. Everyone's so respectful in that league. But yeah, racing at Gateway was a really good memory too. Got to show off my pretty cool modified route.
Yeah. So we're gonna move off that side and we're gonna go into your fun and personality questions.
Okay.
So of all the racetracks you've ever been to, this could be in real life or this could be in row racing. What is your all-time favorite track food?
I'm gonna have to say Eldora Speedway's chicken wings.
Eldora Speedway's chicken wings. You know, of all my races in IRL and row racing, I have never eaten anything from Eldora.
Wow.
I need to go to Eldora and try something because that's
Yeah.
something that I have personally not tried. So, this is shifting back towards your row racing career. What is a pre-race ritual you always have to do?
Just gotta pray and really just gotta hop in the car and just hope for the best. Like I said, you just gotta pray that you do good and just pray over yourself. It's kind of just really no one there wants to wreck, but sometimes it can happen. You can jump the car, or you can get hospitalized. So no one really wants that. So that's probably one of the things I do.
Yeah. And this one's gonna be a hard question. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
What is your dream track that you want the West Texas Super Late Model Series to add to their schedule for next season?
Crap. I don't know what they have this track. I would say if it can be a local track.
It could be any track.
All right, any track. So I'll name some, and I don't know if y'all only 3 or 2. I would say Brownstown Speedway. I don't know if y'all have that or if they have that, but or Eldora. I don't know if they have that or Volusia.
Well, lucky for you, both of those are coming. Volusia and Eldora are both being added to the 2026 schedule. So, we have those tracks to run at next season. But Brownstown will not be added until 2027. Next question. This is for your season outlooks. What goals are you chasing for the rest of the season? With Lucas Oil, preferably, because West Texas is done.
What'd you say?
I said with Lucas Oil, preferably because West Texas is done for the season.
Just really looking to get a win. I've always had good runs with Lucas Oil. It's just always had a bad setup, and I think we know who gave me it. Anyways, it was really bad setup for my last race and still finished 5th. So I'm a really fast car. I know I am. After about 2 drivers retiring, so I have a really good chance. Probably might be a new winner every week, maybe. But yeah, like I said, always just trying to get a win. That's everyone's hopes and dreams. But I hope to get a win before the season's over.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Boston and Lucas retiring, and your thoughts on Lucas coming to West Texas to come race with us for some time next season? What are your thoughts on that whole thing?
Well, I'm probably fucked, honestly. To be honest with you.
Language.
But I my bad. I haven't saw him race in West Texas. I don't know how quick he is. I just know he's quick in Lucas Oil, but that's because he has setups. I don't know how quick he is with West Texas. I haven't saw him race yet, but just me and him always had good battles, and where he would gap me. So hopefully we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. One last question, then we're going to talk about some Gateway stuff here. What is one thing you want your fans to look for next time you hit the track with the Lucas Oil Late Model Series?
I want y'all to look for just a fast car, So I'm hoping to get a fast car out there. Let's just look forward to me in victory lane because I'm facing.
Yes, sir. Hey, as a matter of fact, this is time for one of our sponsors, Cooper. I'm pretty sure you know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all need a new chassis or anything like that, be sure to go visit Tegan Ivy Racing Chassis. They got you covered with anything you need. Light chassis and quick wins. Sorry, that was a little bit of a sponsorship there. Alrighty, so we're gonna move on to the upcoming races that we got going on with the West Texas and USRA in general. So, what are your thoughts on being invited to the Kubota Gateway Dirt Nationals for 2025?
Yeah. Feels pretty good, you know. Kind of I was excited when it first happened. I was like, well, dang, I'm going to Gateway. So you know, we'll have to have a special wrap made for both cars. Might just keep my modified wrap because that modified wrap is pretty cool. I just have to change the colors to it. But yeah, it's just hoping to walk out with at least a podium finish. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty excited and pretty happy about it. And yeah, so really all.
So with that being said, do you plan on going with anybody to Gateway as a team, or do you plan on going to Gateway by yourself and just pushing through and making sure that you can get through it?
I'm probably gonna try and get in contact with Tegan. I guess he's going with a team this year, and hopefully I can get in contact with him and join his team.
Yes, sir. So Tegan and Colin, from what we hear,
Yeah.
we hear that they both are teaming up for TNC Racing or TNC Motorsports, and going with team cars. So, if you decide to talk with them and become a part of their team, do you plan on going with their team wraps?
Yes, of course. You know, just stay with the team thing. Honestly, just match and not really like. I don't want to be the only car, the odd car out. Really like to match and show people that we're pretty fast cars there and probably be the car that dominate Gateway this year.
Yeah. Are you, Tegan, and Colin all on preliminary night one, or are y'all all split up into different preliminary nights?
I think we're all in the same prelim night. I'm pretty sure from what Tegan told me.
Alrighty. So I know that you didn't show up to the Baton Rouge Raceway race the other day. So Cooper, we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Boston, you could stay here for a little bit because we'll come right back to you. We're gonna touch base
Okay.
on the Baton Rouge Raceway race for the Crystal Lewis Memorial Race, where we ran limited late models and super late models, and we had our series come out there for the first time, and it was the first running of the Crystal Lewis Memorial Race. So, Cooper, let's touch base on that, man. How'd it feel going to Baton Rouge?
Well, it felt good, but not good at the same time. The good part was it's a new track, new for West Texas. It was fun, but did cost me and Tegan Ivy a decent amount of money going there. But otherwise, it was pretty fun. It looked like it was fun for the other drivers too.
What about the wrecks and flips that happened? Touch base on that and tell us what was the mindset of the track officials after a lot of cars went out of the ballpark there. Tell us kind of what was some of the change in the track officials' mindsets coming to Baton Rouge and coming out of Baton Rouge after all those flips and stuff like that. So, what do you think that they should have changed to prevent that from happening?
I think they could have got maybe a little bit more professional and quicker with their responding to the wrecks. Took them a decent amount of time while we were there to get to the people outside the park compared to like Route 66, which doesn't have barriers, but takes them pretty quick there to get to the wrecks. But Baton Rouge, they're pretty slow. Say they could have got a little bit faster and a little bit more professional so they could show everyone. where who we are and what we came there to do. You can check your text.
I did. What about Tegan Ivy going for 2 times, winning both nights at Baton Rouge in the West Texas Super Late Model Series?
Well, I want to say it's good for him. Tegan Ivy is pretty quick, so it looks like from those 2 nights, the first night Tegan Ivy was pretty quick on that high side with Cooper, which is me. We were both running the high side pretty quickly. Second night didn't go so good for Tegan, but still he won. Earlier during the night, he did have a flip down the back straightaway, from what I heard, and I don't remember which night it was, but
Hold
he
on.
did.
We're back after a short little intermission break. My bad. I had some technical difficulties there. So continue, Cooper, on the whole thing with Tegan Ivy.
But like I was saying before, we had a little mess up there. Tegan Ivy was running the 20 RT there for the limited late models. And we had video, but I don't think we'll be able to pull that up.
Yeah,
In this
we won't be able to pull that up
podcast.
right now. But if you go back to
But
our
y'all
YouTube
could
channel,
go
you'll be able
to
to
it,
see that.
yeah. He flipped out of the ballpark, and then he also flipped on the exit of turn 4. Is that correct?
Yes, he flipped out of the ballpark in turns 4, and then him and the 99. I don't remember who was driving it. As they enter turns 1 and 2, the 99 flipped up and over and smacked the 20 RT, so they both went up and over. And it was a major wreck up in the top of turns 1 and 2, where a lot of track officials got out there quick enough and made sure that they were both okay. But yeah, that was a major wreck. Should have not happened.
But yeah, that's really all. But surprising that Tegan Ivy, brand new track, was there both nights and managed to get first. So
What about night number 2 with the rescheduling? What kind of happened there? Because night number 2, they rescheduled it back to 5:30 and then back to 5 o'clock. So, do you know what happened there? Is there anything that we need to know about that part?
that's not really a me question, because I was late to the race on night 2. I did not end up racing that night because I was late. But I have no clue what happened. T and Ivy texted me telling me that the race has moved back to 5:30, and then I got a notification that it was back at 5, and it was too late already because I was busy doing stuff. So
Alrighty. So we're gonna move from that topic here. Cooper, you are going to race at Gateway this year, aren't you, man?
yes, I am.
So, how's it feel in Boston? This is a question for you as well. How's it feel to be in the same room with someone that you are about to compete in one of the biggest dirt races in the entire country?
Well, it feels pretty good. It's gonna be fun to go against Mr. Boston Philpott over there. And we're gonna see what he can do at the Gateway. But
Boston, what do you think, man?
Kind of like Cooper said, just kind of hype going to Gateway and being in the same room with someone that's going to be racing at Gateway, and just wishing luck to Cooper and wishing luck to everyone else that's racing and hoping to be quicker on that track.
Yes, sir. So, Boston, last year,
Yeah.
you won one of the heat races, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
I don't think we have a clip of that, or we would have pulled it up. But how did that feel to hear Boston Philpott over your earpiece in your helmet and the announcers all across the arena? How'd that feel, man? That must be electrical. I mean, I'm a 4-time winner of the Gateway Dirt National, so I don't remember my first time winning. But what was your thoughts after that?
I was pretty hyped. I just had a fast car that night, and everything was like you said, electrical, and felt excited just to win something and kind of prove my name out there to West Texas. I came in here as a rookie. I didn't really have any expectations of winning or anything like that.
Yeah. So with that all being said, Boston, do you have any questions for us that you would like to ask us?
No, I don't.
Cooper, do you have any other questions you'd like to ask Boston or me?
No. No.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we're getting close to our mark of how long we need to be on. So I guess that means that our podcast is coming to a close. We would like to wish everybody a safe night. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of y'all that are tuning in on YouTube or TikTok, we hope that y'all tune back in next live, aka podcast. And next time we are going to have another special guest. Boston, you aren't going to be here, unfortunately, man. We sure do wish that we could have you back, but alrighty, well, that wraps up another episode of the West Texas Super Late Model Live, your home for the West Texas dirt track action. Huge thanks to our guest, Boston Philpott. Teams, fans, and everybody turning laps with us every single weekend. Make sure to follow, share, and stay tuned for more racing courage, interviews, and behind-the-scenes stories. Until next time, keep it wide open, stay safe, and we'll see you at the track. Good night.
Know whether we should throw a red flag for that, but yeah, we are, because we already have a car out of the ballpark as well. This is not going to be a quick heat race at all. Not at all. Alrighty, we're going to put y'all to a re-rack, but a single file restart. We are going to put y'all to a single file restart. Single file restart.
Tegan knows what